better landing spot is for him? I know you're being asked everywhere. On your radio show, you're getting called into all these different TV shows here on ESPN. Where is he landed? What's the spot?
So if it were me, this is just if I were Kawhi, I would want to go path of least resistance. I would go to the Lakers because I feel like the one thing Kawhi's missing, even with the 2 championships and 2 finals MVPs, is being on a dynasty. Mm-hmm. Now, you could say, well, what are you talking about? He was on the Spurs. They won 5 championships in 15 years. But he was there at the end, okay? Yeah. He wasn't there at the beginning of that dynasty. He was there at the end, and he was supposed to be the guy they passed the torch to, and that clearly didn't happen. So I don't think he's actually truly been part of the dynasty. So that's the one thing I think that he needs on his resume. Not needs, but could certainly seek in his resume. I've kind of been all over the map on this, as everyone else, because nobody knows with Kawhi. He's probably the guy we know the least amount about in the NBA.
He's on a banana boat in Barbados, chilling out, and everyone's waiting. Like, what are you doing?
With his girlfriend, right. Yeah. And then apparently he's been in LA the last couple of days taking meetings. My understanding is the Raptors were the last meeting today. And I've been leaning Raptors the whole way. Short deal, go back, defend the title. But, man, all of a sudden, I feel like the Clippers could be a real possibility.
Now the Clippers are a possibility?
I feel like the Clippers
I thought that would be the last choice.
I feel like the Clippers could be a real possibility. They've been scouting him the whole season. They've been sending scouts to every game. Even Lawrence Frank, okay, their general manager showed up to some of these
billboards,
games.
Everything,
and, right. And here's the thing. Kawhi was never really recruited in college. He got passed up by all the Pac-12 schools, ended up at San Diego State. Now, they were great, 32-3 or whatever it was that year that he was at San Diego State. But he never got that real recruiting feeling. And I just think that their team will do the best job of selling him in the pitch meeting. You've got Doc Rivers, who will own a room.
Yeah.
Ballmer owns a room.
And he's his own guy with the Clippers.
Right.
That's the selling point.
So I'm leaning in that direction now, even though clearly we're all guessing.
Okay. Why is it that it seems to me a lot of the older guys are saying, oh, but it's great for the parity in the league if he stays in Toronto. And I feel like I think it's more exciting if he goes to the Lakers.
Yeah,
I think if the Lakers...
Generationally speaking, do you feel like fans of the older versus younger generation want super teams or not?
Well, here's the deal. I think that anyone who tells you they don't like super teams just forgets history. Because basically the Lakers with Showtime were a super team.
But isn't that equally as good for the league then? Forget about parity. Listen, if the Lakers are good, then isn't it more fun for everyone?
I agree. I'll say this. This sport, let's just look back to LeBron, right, and his era. When he joined the Heat, they saw the greatest jump in ratings they'd seen since the Michael Jordan days, okay? Then the Warriors came, and we saw even bigger heights. And if the Lakers got that, I think we'd see even bigger heights because you're talking about the crown jewel of the NBA.
Exactly.
But I do think that there would be – I'm okay with parity. I think that the league clearly thrives on player mobility and dynasties. But if he went to the Clippers, I still think there'd be some parity. I don't think they'd be the favorite to win right out of the gate.
He's leaning Clippers now. I can feel it.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. You look at the teams in the West. If he went to the Clippers, let's just say Kawhi goes Clippers. Clippers are exciting. Pelicans are exciting. Yeah. Lakers are exciting. Houston's exciting. Oklahoma City is exciting. Yeah. The West is stacked with excitement. I want the Clippers for that reason, as just a fan of basketball.
Well, I think the NBA really hasn't had real parity in those situations, right? Now, there would still be some work to do if he did go to the Clippers. They have the flexibility of Danilo Gallinari's contract. It's a $21 million expiring contract, which they can move during the season or even now in free agency or whatever. They've got that chip that if a disgruntled superstar pops up, they can be like, here's our way to get him because we've got Gallinari's an expiring deal, boom, done. And they've got a treasure trove of picks. They've got like 4 picks that aren't even theirs, future first rounders. Yeah. They've got maneuverability, that's for sure. But if it were me, like if Jorge Sedano were Kawhi, I'd be doing what you do. I'd go to the Lakers because I'd want to be part of the dynasty.